Well, hello there folks, and a very warm welcome as usual back to What's for Tea and our meals of the week for this week. And it's lovely to see you again as usual, and thanks for coming over. And a huge thank you as well to the folk who had DM'd me to wish me a happy birthday. It was my birthday on the 15th and I am now 45 years old. How did that happen? But anyway, we're going to go on with this week's meals of the week. So on Monday we had mince and tatties. I always say this, but this is really one of our favourites, and it's a Scottish staple. Quite cheap to make and very easy to make as well. I do have a video recipe for this I will leave underneath the video. So we had our usual creamy mashed potato, buttery mashed swede, that's the minced beef with the peas, onions and gravy with the puff pastry on top. And the puff pastry, if you haven't had it with mince, give it a go. Moving on to Tuesday, we were actually out with friends, so I took my food with me. They all ordered something from the chip shop, but I took mine with me, and this was leftover beef and vegetable stew. This one was done in the pressure cooker and I had loads left in the freezer, so I just warmed it through and put it into my food flask. Mr. What's for Tea had ham salad rolls. Moving on to Wednesday, it was Valentine's Day, the day before my birthday, so a local spa, or local to us spa, were having a dinner, bed and breakfast package, so we took advantage of that, sort of Valentine's Day and my birthday combined. So it includes dinner, your breakfast and an overnight stay. So I'm just going to show you what we had. So I started with the French onion soup, and I'll get back to that. Mr. What's for Tea had the melon and sorbet. He wanted something a wee bit lighter because we're having 3 courses. It's not something we generally do, so I didn't want anything too heavy. I had the French onion soup, but they did forget to put the cheese crouton on the top, but it was delicious anyway. And then we both had the fish and chips. There are so many lovely things on the menu. I was going to get the steak, but if there's fish and chips in the menu, I will generally have the fish and chips. So this is battered haddock and chips and mushy peas, tartar sauce, and there's a wee bit of lemon there as well. And this was delicious. And then moving on to the pudding or the sweet, Mr. What's for Tea had the sticky toffee pudding as he usually does. I went for the white chocolate and salted caramel tart with the tablet ice cream, and let me tell you, this was so tasty, and I'm going to try and recreate this. This was Mr. What's for Tea's sticky toffee pudding, ice cream, a wee strawberry on top with some toffee sauce, and he said this was very nice, but this tart, let me tell you, was amazing, and I am going to have to try and do this myself. I don't know how, I don't know what is in this, but the flavour, oh, it was just amazing. It was more white chocolate than salted caramel, but there were a definite salty taste of it, but it was just so, it was crazy good. And then Thursday, breakfast. So this was the morning. And I'm one of these people that has just got to have it. You know, if I've paid for it, I'm going to have the whole shooting match, regardless of whether I'm trying to watch my calories or not. But I haven't been for the last couple of days leading up to this. So yeah, I am trying to get back on it. But this is just a cooked Scottish breakfast, minus the egg. I don't like eggs on a breakfast. Mr. What's for Tea wasn't that hungry, so he had scrambled egg and sausage. Moving on to Thursday tea time, we had fish and parsley sauce. One we have quite often, usually smoked haddock, some kind of smoked fish. It just works well with the parsley sauce, and very, very simple, easy to make. So again, with the creamy mashed potato, but I did put parsley in the potato this time, just to sort of tie in with the parsley sauce. That's the smoked hake there. And then I had some broccoli at the side and a creamy parsley sauce for the top. So it's a kind of deconstructed fish pie. We do love a fish pie, but sometimes it's just nice to have it separate because it makes it feel a wee bit different. And then moving on to Friday, we had quiche, or I made quiche. I didn't have quiche, I had a jacket potato with tuna salad. So we had some cauliflower and I had some eggs that I had to use up. So I made a cauliflower quiche. We had a jacket potato. These are the McCain frozen jackets, which we love. I popped some smoked cheese into the jacket potato, which melts in. And then I throw some baked beans on the top so that when you get to the actual potato, the cheese is all melty. It's like a cheesy surprise, a wee bit of buried treasure. under the baked beans. Yeah, absolutely delicious and so easy to prepare as well. Moving on to yesterday, we had chicken wraps. If you'll have seen my wee shopping unbagging the other day, you'll have seen my breaded chicken that I was planning on using in these wraps, but I had some chicken breasts from the local butcher, so I just poached those and used those instead because I did have to use them up, and I've just put the breaded chicken into the freezer. So that's just tortilla wraps with the poached shredded chicken. There's Caesar salad in there, so the lettuce, the Parmesan cheese, the Caesar dressing, a corn on the cob which I've just steamed and then added butter, some potato wedges with some Caesar dressing and an extra wee bit of Parmesan on the top of those as well. And again, really easy and quick to put together, but just a lovely light combination of flavours. And then moving on to today, we had roast beef, one I don't do very often. I'm often asked, you know, why don't you do a Sunday roast? It's just not the kind of family we are. We just decide what we want, and it doesn't really matter what day it is to us. I could have a Sunday roast on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It doesn't have to be a Sunday, but it just happened to be Sunday. So this one was done in the pressure cooker. We have some mini roast potatoes done in the air fryer, some roasted parsnips and carrots with a wee touch of honey. That's the roast beef there, and it was beautiful and succulent and juicy. I made this with black pepper and rosemary, so it's created a wee bit of crust on the side and the top, as you can see. And then I made a quick gravy with the rosemary as well, with the juices from the beef. Oh, it was just lovely, let me tell you. And we did have Yorkshire pudding there as well, which I forgot to put in the plate. That's what the gap is for at the side. It just went completely out of my head. And when I turned the video off and I'd given the plates out, I realised I forgot to put the roast beef on, but never mind, that's it there. So thank you so much for watching, and a huge thank you, as usual, to the supporters of the channel over on my Patreon page, to the channel members here on YouTube as well, and for you all for watching and leaving your lovely comments, and for those that share my wee videos as well. It's all very much appreciated, and I do have to update those names still, but I will get on to that in the next few days. So like I said, thank you for joining me, and I'll catch up with you during the week for a wee recipe back on Saturday for our food shop unbagging, or back this time next week, next Sunday, for another meals of the week. But whenever you choose to join me again, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you off as soon back here on What's for Tea. Take care and bye for now. Bye now.